G'day, John here. I've just knocked out a bit of a Microbat box today. Just thought I'd show you before I put it all, assembled it all. Some of you might not know what Microbats are. Well, they're just a small bat. Some of them are just the size of a matchbox. Some are a bit bigger. I think there's about a dozen species in Australia and they occur worldwide. They roost in during the daytime in tree hollows, under bark. I've seen them inside cavity walls in houses. I went to move a palm frond the other day from a tree which was hanging up in a tree, fallen off and it was hanging up in the tree, and I couldn't quite reach it. I touched it. As I touched it, a microbat fell out of my hand. There was a couple of others in there as well. So I thought I must get on and make one of these boxes, or a few of these boxes actually, but I've made this one out of a bit of construction ply which I had left over from the duck houses. But I've got some old hardwood here, tongue and groove hardwood from an old piggery, which I'll probably make a few more. They don't have to be, they don't have to be that big because they tend to all get in, huddle in together. When you see them, they're all crowding together. And what I've done here is line the inside with shade cloth. That's the top there. That's the front. I've put so once the front goes on, you'll see there's a landing pad. And I'll show you when I put the bottom in, but they land on there and crawl up into the gap and then just hang off the shade cloth. That's the theory anyway. They do work. So it just gives them, because there's a real shortage of tree hollows. I suppose they've got to compete with things like, got to compete with birds of course. It's pretty dangerous from in tree hollows. The snakes can get in. They're eaten by snakes and hawks. Hey guys, back to my Microbat boxes I was making. This was the one. This is the one I was making originally. I finished it off. I just put a bit of paint down the cut joins and that. Put a bit of a catch on the back, hold it in position as it got real windy, and or on the front rather. And I also put a bit of old wheelbarrow inner tube around the sides and around the back. I actually got the plans from this off the internet, and you know, and I cut it before I realised that the lid really should have been a bit wider, just to weatherproof it a bit. But anyway, with the inner tube it'll work, should work okay. I put a couple of screw eyes on either side, carry the wire. I'll show you that in a minute. I made a couple of others out of some old tongue and groove from an old piggery down the road I was talking about. I made them a bit bigger. The size doesn't really matter, the same width. I've lined them inside exactly the same with shade cloth, and I've made the landing strip a little bit bigger on them, and then you can see the gap where the bats crawl up inside. Don't want to make it too big, otherwise birds will get in and start nesting. And just a bit of a hook and eye at the front just to hold the lid down. I'm going to use a bit of old gal clothesline wire, hang them up, and I'll thread a bit of this on the back of the tree. It's not digging into the tree. You could use a bit of old garden hose if you wanted to do the same job. So we'll show you when I've got it up in the tree. Oh yeah, John here. I've hung one of the boxes up, but I noticed that a few of our intended customers, or microbats, were in this palm frond, which is just hanging out the mango tree up here, and I'll show you. We'll see if we can see them. I've got a torch here. There we go. See there, all the heads up there, all snuggled in together, just moving around there. I don't know how many's up in there, 3 or 4, maybe more, maybe half a dozen, all crammed in together. As you can see those. There you go, there's the First box I put up. I'll put up the others in similar positions. About 2.5 meters off the ground. It's got a reasonably open flight path. Get a bit of early morning sun through the trees there. She's right next to the dam. They do a lot of flying around to the dam in the summer. You see them swooping about. So hopefully they use it. I'll probably have to either open the lid after dark and use a torch and see if there's any eon bin inside, just have a look for their poo, or sit here right on dusk and see if fly out. I guess I could put a white feed bag underneath and see if it catches any poop. Their poop's a bit like rat poo, so you know. Anyway, hopefully they like it.